Brett Baty continued his hot-hitting spring. He went 1 for 2 today with a base hit and drove in a run. And maybe even more importantly, he didn't make an error at third. Baty is impressed with the bat, but the glove clearly still needs some work. Time now for Be Honest. So, John, we'll start with you here. With Baty having a great spring, Jason Dominguez hitting his third home run of the spring as well. Be honest, do you overreact to spring training stats?
I don't think you can help it, especially when a guy you like is doing really well or they're doing horribly. But for me, I lend more to the hitting than I do to the pitching. I don't care what happens with the pitchers. It's like the wins and losses. But when you look at the individuals, like Brett Baty raking, that means something. And also the struggles in the field mean something, too. So to answer your question, Sal, honestly, if it's a guy I'm interested in, I do care about it.
Yeah, and even though I tell myself like I shouldn't do it, a part of me still does. And you see, 3 homers, whatever it may be for Dominguez, it's impressive even though it shouldn't be. All right, Andy, Max Scherzer threw to Francisco Alvarez last night. Be honest, does Scherzer need to throw to him in spring games?
Sure. I mean, it doesn't hurt for them to work together as much as they can. I don't know how many years Scherzer's going to be a Met when Alvarez is. If Alvarez is a Met catcher going forward, different people have different opinions on what his position will ultimately be. It doesn't hurt to have them work together, but I also wouldn't put too much stock in it. I don't think with a veteran staff, a veteran rotation like the Mets have, they can trust too many important games to a rookie catcher this year, and they have 2 veteran catchers, and those are the guys who are going to catch if they're healthy.
Future's one thing. The present, he cannot be catching these guys. All right, Terry, Aaron Judge spoke on Anthony Volpe's chances of making the team and said, if you're the best player, it shouldn't matter your age. So be honest, Terry, is Judge right?
Absolutely right. When I've managed, I remember when I was in Houston, we had Mike Hampton. We just got him in a trade. He was a young guy. He was 21 years old. No doubt he was one of the top 10 pitchers in the camp. And I begged Bob Watson to take him, and Bob said, no, you're not taking him. And all of a sudden, at the end, he finally relented, and I got to keep Mike Hampton because, yes, it doesn't matter how old they are. If they're the best player, you got to take them.
All right, speaking of Aaron Judge, an Athletic report on Thursday said that he was offered about $415 million guaranteed from the Padres. So, Andy, be honest, should Judge taking less money to stay with the Yankees be applauded?
I definitely think that fans will applaud them for this. Look, I'll tell you this. There's some hesitancy or worry, worry might be strong, but in the Yankee organization, there's a question, is the future going to be really tough for Aaron Judge? Because you're never going to hit 62 home runs again, probably, and now you've got the big contract. So is it all going to be expectations and disappointment for the next 10 years with the Yankee fan base, who was already booing him in the playoffs days after he hit his 62nd home run? So it's going to be tough for Judge. So I think this little leak is going to be great for him. Because now he goes into Yankee Stadium going, oh, yeah, you're rich, but you could have been richer as a San Diego Padre. I think that is going to be huge for the goodwill that he's going to have going forward into this new contract and help him not be like an A-Rod for the Yankee fan base.
He took less money to remain a Yankee, meaning he wanted to be here.
Yep.
Unlike somebody else who maybe went to Texas. All right, John, be honest. Will the pitch clock remove some drama from baseball?
No. I mean, it's going to remove time, obviously, from baseball, which is great. But the first time there's a controversial thing that happens with this pitch clock, the drama's going to be there. How are the hitters handling it? How are the pitchers handling it? Who's mismanaging the pitch clock? There'll be plenty of drama. It just won't be the waiting to see stepping out, stepping in, that type of traditional drama that we're used to.
Yeah, certain moments are going to be weird, feeling rushed, being on a clock where baseball obviously has been a timeless sport. Terry, Aaron Boone, as Andy mentioned before, hit a batting practice home run as he celebrated his 50th birthday today. Be honest, you could hit a batting practice home run, Terry.
No, I can't. Never did, never could.
No?
I'm being honest. I couldn't hit one. No, I played for 10 years, never hit a home run in batting practice, ever. Matter of fact, if I hit a fly ball in batting practice, they told me to get out of the cage. Because when I played, one thing I could do was run, and all they cared about is I hit the ball on the ground. So, no, I wasn't going to hit any home runs.
Respect the honesty. Terry, a Punch and Judy hitter.